Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Open a beverage of your choice because I am doing a surprise unboxing. I got a box in the mail today, a lot sooner than I expected, and boy am I telling you, when I say a box, I mean a box. Now, I know who this is from. I know what it is. And it is something very special to me. It is, I mentioned earlier that I was gone a little bit ago because of a family emergency, and I couldn't do a video that week. And the family emergency was burying my father. And one of the things my father really enjoyed was old horror movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And my mother, not so much. So she said, "Do you want these movies?" He has had, a whole load of old horror movies. Sorry, let me just get back over here. Movie collections, and this was her gift to me. And of course there's a bunch of Calvin and Hobbes books. That's going to be for somebody else, but I couldn't carry them home in my space I had, so they got mailed to me. And I'm going to be doing an unboxing and showing you all the movies that I got. And I'm sure many of them will be done with my used for my for Fridays. And I want to show you, yikes, some of these movies that I got. We have this right here, which is Heroes of Horror Collection, starring Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, featuring White Zombie, Corpses, The Corpse Vanishes, The Devil Bat, The Terror, Snake People, and many more. That's going to be this. These are all the movies on there. We have Two Terrifying Tales of Science Gone Horribly Mad, Monsters and Madmen, and The Beast of Yucca Flats. Horror of Dracula, Dracula has risen from the grave. Taste of Taste the Blood of Dracula with Christopher Lee. Dracula 1972. I've got some of these movies, but that's okay. Horror classics. Killer Shrews, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, King of the Zombies, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, this is going off separate right here because when I was down there for the funeral, my mom started talking about this movie that she had seen. She said it was the worst movie she had ever seen. It was a movie that she had seen while she was dating my father. And she was talking about how horrible it was. It was the worst movie she'd ever seen. Not a big fan of horror movies. In fact, she's a BritBox type of person. Turns out that movie was called The Brain That Wouldn't Die, which is right here. So that is going to be the first movie that I watch. We have four things of the Twilight episodes of the Twilight Zone, which is going to be awesome. Hammer Films collection. More Hammer Films collection. The Hammer Horror Series, the franchise collection. Notice a pattern here. Hammer Collection double feature, The Mummy's Shroud and The Plague of the Zombies. Horror classics, The John Gila Monster, The Fatal Hour, Dead Men Walk, The Mad Monster. And then Jack Nicholson and Boris Karloff, The Terror. George Romero's Night of the Living Dead and The Last Man on Earth. Vincent Price. Dark Knight Alone and got that. That's going to be awesome. From the Hammer Films Horror Vault comes Christopher Lee, Dracula's Risen from the Grave, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, The Curse of Frankenstein, Horror of Dracula, and The Mummy. All in a nice little collection right here. The 10 movie original cult classics. Night of the Living Dead, Jack Nicholson's Little Shop of Horrors, The Devil Bat, Horror Legends, House on Haunted Hill, Piranha, The Bat, White Zombie, Carnival of Souls, Maniac, and The Last Man on Earth. Well, some of these are kind of double dipping. The Hammer Film Noir double feature, featuring Terror Street, Wings of Danger, The Glass Tomb, Paid to Kill, The Black Glove, The Deadly Hammer, The Unholy Four, and Race for Life. 8 movies on there. The Inner Sanctum Mysteries, the franchise collection, Calling Dr. Death, Weird Woman, Dead Man's Eyes, Frozen Ghosts, all the way from 1943 to 1945. Oh yes, the classic sci-fi Ultimate Collection, Volume 2, Dr. Cyclops, Cult of Dr. Cobra, The Land of the Unknown, The Deadly Mantis, and The Leech Woman. And then finally, the Boris Karloff collection. The master of horror in his most frightening roles. Night Key, Tower of London, The Climax, The Strange Door, and The Black Castle. So that's it. That's all the stuff. And obviously I'm going to have a lot of watching. A lot of horror movies to watch, a lot of good movies to watch. And I'm going to total the first one I'm going to watch, and that will probably be my use that for a episode of Fridays. I already have the one for tomorrow because I saw that movie today, and I'm going to do the review on it. But after that, I will do Brain That Wouldn't Die. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you what it was and what I got, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to watch, but like, subscribe, most of all, hopefully share, and most of all, enjoy your horror movies.